So did you know that the #1 search engine in the world is Google? Do you know what the #2 search engine is? YouTube. You know who owns YouTube? Google. Well, a lot of people are thinking about building their brands and taking their business to the next level. If you are not on YouTube, you will not get to the next level of success that you desire to be in. Our next guest is going to show you the ins and outs of how you can beat the YouTube algorithm so that your information is top of mind to the people who are looking for them. If you have any business or entrepreneur, anything that you want people to find, then stay tuned because we are going to give you the game, nothing but the game to help you grind. Let's go. Hey, wait. I know you want to watch this next video, but listen, if you are an entrepreneur, business coach, business consultant, or a small business owner who has a story and wants to learn how to create multiple streams of income from your story, I need you to text me right now, my book, to 646-687-4152. That is my personal number. I have been an author for over 12 years. I've written 10 books. 4 of them have been bestsellers, and I've sold over 100,000 books. But I've also helped a lot of my clients take their expertise and put it into a story, then create multiple streams of income from that. So I want to help you do the same thing. So text my book to 646-687-4152. All right, let's go back to the video.
Pay attention and listen, we about to teach class. Inside the vault, my man Ash Cash. So get your man right. Thursday nights, 8 p.m. you see him, you change your life. Millionaire mindset, the best on earth. Blueprint, the wealth, the knowledge network. So get it while you can, and he's standing right here. Just come inside the vault and see black millionaires. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Come inside the vault and see black millionaires. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You won't ask cash, you can catch it right here in the vault.
All right, so welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Vault with Ash Cash, the #1 financial literacy podcast that is going to help you live in abundance, both spiritually, practically, and we are bringing you everything that you need in order to scale your business, your life to the next level. I'm excited, right? Because when I think about YouTube being the second largest search engine that is like in the world, a lot of people are trying to figure out how do they maximize, their reach, right? But our next guest is a YouTube expert, right? We call him Mr. Algorithm, who has been able to create a 7-figure business on YouTube without even showing his face, right? And so for those who are like, well, I'm an introvert, I don't like the way I look on camera. Well, we're gonna talk about how he was able to do that, but then even better, we're gonna talk about how you can maximize your reach on YouTube. I got Mr. Algorithm, David Omari in the building. What's up, brother?
Good, Ash. What's good, man?
Oh man, I love this interview is going to be powerful, right? Because,
sure.
Obviously everybody watching this, right, is watching it on YouTube, right?
Exactly.
Everybody who's listening to it, if you're listening to it as well, go check out the visual of it. But to be able to, really create a business, right? Mm-hmm. And scale that to 7 figures from literally YouTube. And then I'm most intrigued on the fact that your channel, you don't even show your face.
Nah.
Right? And so I'm excited to get into all of that. But before we start, for those who don't know, who is David Omari?
So basically, David Omari is somebody who, started off just like everybody else, graduated high school, went to college, figured out that college really wasn't what I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Afterwards, I just said, you know what, I'm going to still go to college. I'm going to figure it out, but I'm going to get a 9-to-5 just in case it don't work out. And so, I was working at Macy's at the time at jewelry, and I was just doing my thing, trying to make as much money as I could, So me and my girlfriend at the time, now my wife now, was just trying to, get to that next level. And, I was just working there, and I can never forget what this lady said to me when I was working. I was just walking around, you know, doing my thing. It was really nobody, you know, Macy's don't be like crowded like that sometimes. Sometimes it be dead. Yeah. And the district manager was in and I'm just sitting there like, man, I'm going to meet her and this could be my door into getting into management. She walks up to me and she literally says, she looks at me and she says, I'm like, hey, how you doing? My name is da-da-da-da. Before I could even get my name out of my mouth, she literally looked at me and she was like, aren't you supposed to be cleaning something?
Wow.
Yeah, so after that moment, I text my girl, my wife, like, yo, like, I'm done with this 9-to-5 stuff. Yeah. Like, I can't do this. So, of course, I didn't quit that day. I still had to go back to work the next day and do it, you know, over and over again. But, you know, right before me and my wife got married, she was working at this company, massage company, Massage Envy, you may have heard of it. And so she plugged me with another clinic that could actually give me that management position because that's what I was looking for. And I'm thinking, man, you know what? I get this management position. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I'm going to be good. We're going to be straight. And on the side, I was doing YouTube, right? And so originally when I started doing YouTube, I just got into the sneakers. I don't know if you may have heard of A Sneaker Life. He's a YouTuber, really big YouTuber. What's funny is he inspired me to do YouTube, and now he's my client. So it's crazy, man, how life works. But yeah, so I'm literally like doing YouTube and trying it out. You know, I'm watching his videos and I'm like, yo, these people going crazy. They making money. They buying all the sneakers. They doing all this stuff. And so I got to get into it. So I started a sneaker channel. And when I started the sneaker channel, I was just showing the shoes off and everything. And I looked on my account one day at work and I had made 5 cents.
Wow.
That first 5 cents, bro, that first 5 cents, I'm like, yo, you could really make money from this.
Wow, yeah.
And I'm like, because I knew that, you know, you get views and you get paid for the views, but I'm like, man, it got to be a catch. It got to be something. Right. And my dad, he's my tax man. So I'm like, there's something got to be off about this. Yeah. So my first 5 cents rolls in and I'm like, yo, we gotta go crazy. I ended up, you know, doing pretty good on the sneaker stuff, but I just figured it wasn't scalable. Every single time I had to record a video, I had to go get a new sneaker. So that's essentially cutting my YouTube check in half or taking a whole YouTube check in general. Right. And so because it's doing that, I had to figure out something else that would help me, you know, scale up fast and make money without me having to spend it back into my YouTube channel. So what I ended up doing is I said, you know what? My dad always told me, you stay on this game all day. Yeah. You better make some money from, you might as well make a game. So of course I didn't do that, but I was like, you know what? Let me make a gaming channel. Let me just try that out. I ain't gonna show my face. I'm gonna just talk and teach people stuff on the game. And one of the games was GTA because like that's all we like used to play. And so I made my first video on the gaming channel and it got 100 views in a month. And I said, wow, you know what? For a video to get 100 views with no subscribers, this gotta be something good. So I posted my second video and when I posted my second video, I just remember like sitting in the car. I was in my 03 Benz waiting for my wife to get off work. She didn't have a car. And so I'm sitting in there with this laptop and I had this old MacBook laptop, literally traded some Yeezys to get the laptop. And so I'm sitting in the car recording my voiceover, putting my heart and soul into this video. Like I already recorded the gameplay. I'm just recording my voice. Get home, wake up in the morning next to my wife and I'm like, yo, babe, look, we got 1,200 views. I'm going to work like, yo, it's still going up. That video ended up getting 500,000 views.
Wow.
Making like 5K.
Wow.
And after that moment, I never stopped uploading.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So I've been going crazy on YouTube for a long time. I've been doing it for almost a decade. It's going on 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so now, you know, you are a 7-figure earner from your YouTube channels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, so at what point did you transition to doing YouTube full time?
So what happened was we were at work and, you know, I was in that management position. Sometimes I was even working like 12-hour shifts. I would come home and I would still put up a video the next day. Like sometimes I'll be up working on a video till like 2 a.m. and I'll post it the next day while I'm at work. So the transition happened when, and it's a story behind that too. So essentially what happened is one day me and my wife woke up and my channel was gone. My first channel, like my gaming channel, my baby, was gone. 50,000 subscribers, gone.
Wow.
Yeah, YouTube terminated it. They didn't tell me why.
Wow.
Didn't end up getting the channel back. And so I was, you know, depressed for a few days. And then I woke up, you know, one day my wife was looking at me. She was just like, look, you got to really chase this thing. You want it. You got to go get it. So I jumped right back on YouTube. And I made another gaming channel, or I already had, the sneaker channel I originally was talking about. I just transitioned it to gaming. And that channel ended up going to 100K like subscribers within I say like 5-6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, so I got my first 100K plaque. And so in that same week, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was the guy. You couldn't tell me nothing. Like I really was on. So I went to work and it was one day something just didn't sit right with me. And, you know, I'm jumping around in the story, but I'll get to like marriage and everything. But my wife was pregnant with my son, my first son, 6 months in. I came home and I told her, babe, listen, I just hit 100,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back to work tomorrow. And you're not going back to work either because she's on leave. And she was working at the Ritz in downtown LA. And so she was getting paid pretty well. You know, I mean, not compared to what we make now, but you know, hey, 1-bedroom apartment in LA, it was tough. So we had to figure it out. So yeah, man, you know, after that happened, I told her, you know what, am I going back? She was talking to me like, are you sure? And I'm like, I'm sure. Like, I'm not going back. And so literally from there, I ain't worked a 9 to 5 since. I've been, you know, unemployable. Like I'm strictly on the YouTube thing. Like I was all in after that 100K plaque. And so, yeah, just from there, it was full time just from there. Like
Wow. And so what's required, right? Like what's required for somebody to get started on YouTube to you know, to try to figure out like to get paid? Like what are some things that somebody just starting out needs to know?
So back in the day, you could just sign up, you know what I'm saying? And you was getting paid off the bat. You just would it literally was a setting, enable monetization, and you could just start getting paid.
Right.
But now, you know, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. But I mean, my clients, we getting that in like a week, maybe sometimes 2 weeks. You know, that's not a big deal. But that's the only requirement as far as like monetizing your channel so that it can start bringing in money and getting views and all that stuff like that. But yeah, that's basically how it works as far as like getting it set up. But when it comes to just like getting the channel to that next level, it's all about consistency. You got to be patient, just like I was. You know, you can't give up. You got to be confident about your content. When I first started, I didn't have no crowd. I had 0 subscribers. But I acted like I was talking to millions of people. That mindset different. You got to really sit there and say, you know what? I know I don't got an audience. You know what I'm saying? There's streamers that do this all the time. They stream to like 0 viewers. You still got to act like somebody there. It's gonna go up after the stream done. Somebody gonna watch it. So just that mindset, you got to really understand that you cannot go into this thing thinking that you're going to give up if it doesn't work out. It's going to work. It has to work. It has to work. That's literally what it is. And so if you have that mindset and you really got your mindset to just making this thing happen, just like me, man, you can go from, you know, working at Macy's or working wherever you work 9 to 5 and just transition to full time.
And I love that you said that because I'll be honest, like, and you got a client, so I'm just telling you that on camera, because I've had my YouTube page for a while. I think I only got 5,000 subscribers on my YouTube, right?
We gotta get you that plaque.
I gotta get that plaque. So we gonna talk. Like I'm so serious. Like we gonna talk. And one of the things that I realized, like even I've had consistency. Like I've done what I thought was necessary, but I ain't gonna lie. It is that level of confidence, right? Like. I'll be mad. Like I get on YouTube and you know what I'm saying? I'll put a video out and it'd be like only 200 views. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't inspire me to keep going, which is honestly why I spend most of my time on Instagram, right? Because Instagram, I got over 200K. You know what I'm saying? My videos do hundreds of thousands of views. You know what I'm saying? My reach is 3 million. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna spend more time where I get the love. But to your point, I ain't monetizing though. So I'm gonna get love, but I ain't getting no, I want love and money. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. You sound like me. So when it comes to like, you know, you're not really getting the, you know, fulfillment that you get when you post on your YouTube channel. There's ways to combat that. I'm about to drop some gems.
Give me some bars. Give me some bars.
Hey, y'all better start taking some notes because I don't do this. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to that, there's so many ways to get eyeballs on your YouTube channel, but you know, I'm just going to speak from your perspective. You're probably posting on YouTube, coming at it from a direction or a perspective that it's like, okay, you're not treating it like Instagram, but your content is similar to Instagram. But YouTube, like you said, it's a search engine. So you have to make sure that your titles are searchable in the search engine. That's all it's about. Well, it's not all it's about. It's way more than that. But when it comes to that search engine, there's so many people typing in keywords. So you specialize in books, writing books. So I'm just going to take a basic title and I'm going to break it down. How to write your first book or how to write your first ebook, right? You could put with Ash Cash just so people know when they're searching it up. How many people you think in this last month search up how to write a book?
millions.
Simple.
Yeah.
Some people go on YouTube and, you know, there was just an event in Vegas. RPX with him 500.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Right.
You know, that's an amazing event.
Right.
But bro, I don't think that many people searching. I mean, people searching that up, but like to like compare that to how to write a book, you know what I'm saying? So you just have to really generalize it. It comes from that broad aspect. You know, you want to get as many eyeballs on your channel as possible.
Yeah.
So you have to approach it from a broad aspect. And when I say that, I'm just meaning that there's so many people that don't know Ash Cash. There's so many people that don't know David Amari.
Yeah.
And so I have to approach it from a standpoint where it's literally coming to the general public, and I'm basically making videos about a general topic, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna speak on that with, as far as like evergreen videos. I always tell my clients, trendy videos is cool, like that's good, like you'll get some quick views. But I promise you, if you post the crate challenge right now, bro, nobody's clicking on that.
Facts,
That's a trend. You feel me? So now let's go back to like an evergreen topic. Let's just talk about how to write a book. That's an evergreen topic.
Forever.
People gonna be searching that forever. Like
100%.
people gonna need to learn how to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I always try to make I always trying to get my clients to do content that's like that. And so, you know, it's not really you, because you, like you said, you're going crazy on Instagram, but those are two different algorithms. You know what I'm saying? YouTube is a search engine.
Yeah.
Instagram is like, okay, you get engagement. If you get engagement, you get likes, you get comments, you get pushed out. My first reel on Instagram, just for me knowing that like algorithms and stuff like that, I got 10 million views. YT Assets is the page. I post a bunch of topics about YouTube. And my first reel got 10 million views.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
And so, and one of the things I did was I posted it on TikTok first, and it got like 5 million views. And I'm like, okay, if this going crazy on TikTok, let me try with this. Let me see what this Reels is talking about. And it went crazy.
Wow, yeah.
Same thing with YouTube, man. You just got to really understand that audience you're trying to get to.
Yeah.
If you know what they want to watch, if you know they already watching something, you could just get in front of them by making a content like that. Like, so if we go back to just you trying to get in front of more people and get more eyeballs on your channel, instead of approaching it from like your Instagram account, the way you approach that, you would still do your thing. Like you don't have to change up the video or the content. You just got to change up the title.
Yeah.
And so the most important thing, and this is something that a lot of people don't understand about YouTube, you don't make the video first. You make the title and the thumbnail first. If I don't got a thumbnail for a video, bro, we ain't posting a video.
Yeah.
And I mean, in some, you know, aspects you can't do that. Cause like right now, you just see me. We just, you know what I'm saying? We can't make a thumbnail already, but like for other types of content and styles, like real estate, all kind of things, you know, you want to make the title and the thumbnail because like I said, if you have that already, when the video goes up, it's perfect. Like I said, it's just like going into a library and just looking for a book to read. If you don't like the cover of the book, you're not going to pick it up to read it. It's the same thing with YouTube videos. If you don't like the cover of the thumbnail, subconsciously, you ain't got to be like, nobody says this thumbnail weak, this thumbnail weak, this thumbnail. No, it's just subconsciously. 100%. You're like, oh my goodness, this catches my attention. I need to tap this. And so that's how you get them clicks, man. That's just.
What's up, y'all? I'm Ash Cash, the financial motivator, Marvin Mitchell, Mr. Become Your Own Bank, and Storm Leroy, the employed millionaire. If you missed our last Half the Prosperity Challenge, I need you to tap in because we're going to help you make, manage, and multiply money. Talk to Marvin.
Hey, look, this is your opportunity. Last time we had over 800 people. Minds were shifted. Generational wealth was being created. And you know what? People are still going to higher levels each and every day. Now, it's time to take action. That means no opportunity wasted. So if you missed last one, take action on this one now.
So what we need you to do, click that link below. We'll see you on the inside. Don't miss out. Always seek knowledge.
Path to prosperity. Let's go.
And it's so crazy you say that, right? So like actually, so Inside the Vault, while y'all looking right now, we just started a YouTube page for Inside the Vault, right? And you know, because our main show is on the Earn Your Leisure channel, and we were like, all right, we're gonna take some clips and we're gonna start our own YouTube and build the audience, right? And literally, I think we got like 200 subscribers or something like that, or maybe we're at 500 now because we just started it. But we were like dropping different clips, and some of the clips, we're doing like 20 views, 30 views. We did one with Myron Golden, and we said how to make $1 million.
Yeah, and it was crazy.
That joker is on 12,000 views,
and that's the title.
And that's the title.
But you see what you did?
No, and that's I'm actually validating what you just said.
Yeah, facts.
Because now that I think about it, and y'all can check it just to verify what I'm saying, is that we got like 30 or 40 videos on there. All of them are like 20. There's not a lot of views.
Yeah.
This one video
Went nuts.
went crazy, got more views than we got subscribers.
Yep. And that's a gem right there. You just said. Normally when we're studying channels and trying to figure out like what content to approach, we look for channels like that. Most people, when they get on YouTube, they're like, I'm gonna go to the biggest channel, biggest page, see their success, and I'm gonna just copy and paste it. You cannot do that.
Yeah.
That's a no-no. What you do is you go to the smaller channels that got more views and subscribers, because that's usually a key that they're doing something that's working if they're getting that amount of reach. And so you said you got 1 million on the video, and hey, Myron, that's the goat of the goats, man. So
that's the OG
it could have been him too, you know what I'm saying?
right,
But for sure, that's like I say, you just validated it. That title is everything.
Yeah.
That title, that thumbnail, is everything.
Yeah. And so break down like what makes a good thumbnail? Like what are some key attributes that somebody should have in their thumbnail to make their video attractive for people to click?
So I'll answer that in 2 ways. The number one way to make your thumbnail clickable is by hiring a thumbnail artist. You got to. You don't got to do it off the bat. When I started, I didn't do that. I just took inspiration from other channels that were doing well, and I made my own thumbnails. But hire a thumbnail artist. It just makes the job a lot easier. But when it comes to like making a good thumbnail, you just want to make sure that if you're going to put I don't like to put words on thumbnails because people don't like to read. But if you're going to, just make sure they can actually read the thumbnail, right? There's like so many people that will put these big like yellow words on their thumbnail, and people like they get upset that they're not getting clicked on. Like I have some clients that they start off doing thumbnails. I'm like, yo, you got to change this. You got to take this off. Like one of my people running one of my channels right now, it's a gaming channel. I didn't send him I have a thumbnail guy that we're all in like a group chat, and the thumbnail guy makes the thumbnails, but he was slacking that day. But the video got to go up at the time I say it need to go up.
Yeah.
So I think it was Memorial Day. We were literally yesterday. We was just like, doing our thing. And I look on my channel, I look on my sub feed, and I see my other channel, and I'm like, yo, why this thumbnail look like, yo, like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He said, I was just improvising. Nah, bro, like, you can't do that. Literally, the thumbnail was horrible.
Right.
And the video, it literally just went down, and it was a good video.
Right.
So, and it had a bunch of writing on the thumbnail and all that thing. So you just want to make sure that your thumbnails are clean, high quality, and they're just, made correctly.
And so when you say a thumbnail artist, is that something like how do I find a thumbnail? Do I search? Do I go to Fiverr?
So here's the gem.
Yeah.
You go to Fiverr, but when you go to Fiverr, you don't go and talk to them. This is what you do. When you get on Fiverr and you're looking for a thumbnail artist, video editor, anybody that you need, what you do is you go on there, you get their tag, their name, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, go on Twitter, search them up. Then what you do is you hit them up and you say this, yo, I love your work. I saw you on Fiverr, but hey, I know they taking 20% from you. Let me chop it up with you. I'll pay you the full fee. You ain't gonna get we could PayPal it out. You're not gonna lose no money messing with me. You know what I'm saying? And now you got somebody on speed dial. You ain't gotta go to Fiverr and wait for them to pay extra for day to. You ain't gotta do all that because now you like, yo, I got this dude doing my reels, people doing my thumbnails. That I'm just following them. Like, yo, I need this thumbnail for this channel. People on Twitter. Twitter is like, oh my goodness, like. Search up graphic designs on Twitter. Like you'll find so many people, and I'm tapped in with so many people. One of the biggest YouTube creators and streamers, his name's Aiden Ross. His thumbnail creator and his editor used to be my guy. Like now he's like solely for him.
Yeah.
But like I was tapped in with him through Twitter, like just literally meeting him from there. So yeah, man, when it comes to all of that, like you just want to make sure that you're going to have direct contact with that thumbnail artist or that editor or whoever you have for that channel, just so that your videos don't get delayed or anything like that. And, everything just works out.
Nah, I love it. And so thumbnail, title, right? Anything else that like is a game changer that's going to help, get your views up and your subscribers up,
Facts. So I'm going to give you guys like 4 gems right here. So like I said, y'all better take notes, man. Y'all better take notes. So number 1, when it comes to, just YouTube in general, your video is based off of 2 really important metrics, analytics and all of that. And the the number one metric is your click-through rate, which is your CTR. So generally speaking, your CTR should be 6%. But me and my clients, we don't do nothing average. 15%. I want that thumbnail. I want that video to have a 15% click-through rate.
Yeah.
So all that means is if 1,000 people see your video through impressions, all you want is at least 150 people to click on it. What that tells YouTube is, okay, this is a good video. The click-through rate is high. Let's try to test this with some new viewers. And so when that happens, YouTube just starts like, if it keep going up, that click-through rate keep going up, your views gonna keep going up. Because what they're doing is they're testing it with more viewers. Now on the second part of that, you wanna make sure your watch time is good. So you guys do an amazing job on that because y'all got a podcast. Y'all got hours of content. And so y'all, like I said, if it's interesting enough, people gonna watch all the way through. The click-through rate is gonna be high. With that watch time, I tell my clients at least 40%. 40 to 50% is good for watch time, right? So once they get to that certain part in the video, it keeps people on the app. YouTube sees it. They're like, okay, this creator is keeping people on the app. So what we need to do is we need to push it to more people because that's what YouTube wants. YouTube wants people to see an ad and go buy something so they can make their money too. So that's really what it is. But that click-through rate is that's like the biggest gem. If you don't know that, like, bruh, you lost. And a lot of people on YouTube, the craziest part about it is like, it's like your body, man. If you just eating a bunch of junk food. So the best thing though, when it comes to YouTube, and a lot of people don't understand this, it's like you have to treat your channel like your body. You wouldn't put junk food in your body all day, you know what I'm saying? Sugar, you know what I'm saying? A whole tub of Kool-Aid. You're not gonna do that to your body because it's unhealthy and it can kill you. Same thing with your channel. If most people, when they start out on YouTube, just like I was, they don't even look at the analytics. They don't know what it is. It's a different language, right? You have to. Because when you put a video up, it's literally the same thing. It's like you putting stuff in your body that you don't know what you're putting in your body and you know what it's doing to your body. It's the same thing with your channel. If you putting a whole bunch of content on your channel, not looking at the analytics, that can kill your channel because you don't know what's going on. So it's the same thing. Just like make sure you looking at them analytics, make sure you check your click-through rate, your watch time, because that's going to tell you if a video is doing well or not. And it basically tells you like what you need to do, right? Now, you know, if you let me teach you though, I can get you there like that
quick. And then that's the thing though too, because I think that you know, one thing that you said was around, you know, titles and getting new viewers to your page. How do you get your viewers to be loyal, right? Like how do you get them to like, now they discover your page and now they coming back and now they like, yo, these are my people and not a random occurrence where I get the views, but I don't get the subscribers.
So this is what you do. So of course, you always have to make the best quality content. Quality over quantity. That's just, if we drop the Inside the Vault episode every single day, it wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? You're going to get more clicks on certain videos, but not every single one, right? So it's quality over quantity. So that's number one. But number two is basically how the YouTube algorithm works. So say, for example, we post 10 basketball videos teaching people how to play basketball, right? So they all accumulate 1 million views. Every video gets 100,000. Let's just go back to that first video. That first video gets 100,000 views. Essentially, what's going to happen is YouTube is going to go ahead and tell those people that watch the video to a certain amount, like the 40 to 50%, they're going to tell those people on the recommendations page and the homepage, hey, I know you liked the last video. Here's the next video that came out. So that's about basketball, right? And so they're going on and they're watching the 10 basketball videos. This is how you keep them loyal. This is how you get them to subscribe, right? Once they get to that 11th video, and this is where you cannot fumble, do not drop, and you will do it. Most people do it. People get that one video and they like, yo, I'm about to post anything. I can do it. So let's just say back to the basketball example. Let's say you come out on your 11th video and you trying to post about golf. It's going to go to that recommendations page because they all been watching and they been tapping along. But guess what? When they see that golf video, they're going to be like, I'm not really interested in this. And that's going to tell YouTube, people not really clicking on this video. And when it tells them that, it's going to hurt your channel.
Wow. Yeah.
So when it comes to being loyal, like having a loyal subscriber from the ground up, you have to stick to one niche. Have to. And I'll give an example of one of my channels, well, both of my channels, because one of my channels, I was strictly just posting GTA gameplay. Like, that's all it was, just GTA. But Fortnite came out. And that's a whole nother story in itself.
Yeah.
But Fortnite went crazy.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yo, like, I know I got a strong following. If I post some Fortnite content, it's already popular. I'm gonna go crazy. So I tried it and I got a few hits. And I think I got one video with like 1 million views, but it never was consistent. Wow. And so I'm like, I know why. It's because I'm trying to show people that's used to doing drive-bys and doing all this crazy stuff in GTA.
Right.
I'm trying to show them, you know, fairies and princess, Super Mario in the game. Like, they don't want to see that.
Right,
So
right.
I'm like, okay, let me just put this content on another channel. Did that. Both channels rose to the top. So that's all about, like, when it comes back to, like, you just saying, how do you get that loyal subscriber?
Yeah.
Give them what they want.
Yeah.
Give them what they want. Give them the content that they came for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't go to the movies and you sit in the movie that you didn't buy. You don't do that.
Yeah.
You go to the movies to see what you want to see.
Wow. So I love that, right? So, yo, I'm telling y'all insiders, I hope y'all are taking notes. I hope y'all listening. I hope y'all really, you know, and I know there's more to it, right? I know there's more to it. But I love that you said that and it makes 100% sense because, like, I mean, I'll be honest, like, even for me, you know, I have, you know, some content where I was doing like daily news, right? Financial news. Mm-hmm. And then I had content where I was doing, let's say inspirational kind of stuff. Yeah. And then it's like, yo, why they not hitting is because, you know, if I'm going to do inspirational stuff, then stick to the inspirational stuff, build that up, opposed to trying to kind of, you know, go back and forth. So you're saying that consistency is the key.
And don't get me wrong, you can branch out, right? So how it basically works is from the beginning, you just want to stick to one thing. Yeah. You want to grow that loyal foundation of subscribers. Yeah. Just like this channel, EYL got all kind of stuff going on. Yeah. And it all gets clicks. But I guarantee you that for the first couple of videos, it wasn't all spread like this. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So you can branch out and do different types of content. Yeah. Of course you can do that. But it's just like, if you want to see the maximum results, just stick to one thing, man. Yeah. Stick to it. Just stick to it.
And it's funny though too, because even, you know, and again, I'm like stumbling across this thing, right? So we have, you know, one of the episodes we did, Storm Leroy, episode 44, out of nowhere, we're like, yo, that joint's almost 500,000, you know what I'm saying? And prior to that, our, you know, biggest episode was like maybe 140,000. So we're like, yo, how is this one, you know, that much? And literally, you know, when we started looking at the analytics, first of all, the title was like, you know, how to make $1 million while working 9 to 5, which I'm sure highly searchable, right? Yeah. Number 2, was when we started looking at the analytics, we saw that they served up the video, YouTube, the impressions were higher than subscribers, right? And so at the time, I want to say, the EYL channel had, I want to say maybe about 600,000 subscribers, but this particular video had been served up more than 3 million times. And now that you talk about the click-through rate, I'm almost certain that it was up. And I'm gonna look back at the numbers, but they probably saw that the click-through rate was up, and that's why they kept.
It's a numbers game. You know, YouTube. It's just an equation, man. As long as you know the formula. Yeah. You got the game. You got the sauce. Like, that's all it is.
And then how do you as a financial educator, I always, you know, tell people to like diversify their income and do other things. How do you diversify your income, or how do you get to a point where you're not solely reliant on YouTube, right? Because I know you mentioned, you know, you had a channel that had 50,000 views and then like snatched it away from you. How does one, you know, protect themselves, if you will, from, you know, something like that happening to them?
So definitely on YouTube, of course you can make money from the ad revenue, but there's so many other things you can do. The biggest thing I tell my clients to do is to build a business from your YouTube channel. That could be something you're drop shipping on, you know, Shopify, whatever it is. Just make sure you build a brand. You know what I'm saying? People always are going to tap into that, especially if they got something that you like, or especially if you have something that they want, right? Yeah. So just from that, you know, diversifying, there's so many other ways you can do it. If I go back to the Fortnite example, we was making like man, like I was having 10K months just off of people using the creator code on the game.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's just like me just doing that. Like, and I could take that and do that on TikTok or any other platform.
Yeah.
But you just really want to make sure you tapped in with all the different ways of making it. You can make it from affiliate marketing.
Yeah.
If you know how Amazon does it now, if you put an Amazon link in your description, let's just say I filmed on a crazy gaming computer PC and all people is talking like, yo, I want to see how he games. And I put that in the description and the PC's like 5K and I'm getting millions of views. Eventually somebody gonna click it and buy it. And guess who's gonna get a commission on it?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And on Amazon nowadays, I think it's 24 or maybe 48 hours now. If you go on Amazon and you buy something after clicking that link, even if it's not the thing, you still getting the percentage.
Wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, it's
Wait, hold. So you're telling me that if I have a popular video, I put a link to an Amazon product as an affiliate, somebody clicks on the link but doesn't buy anything, but then buys something 24 to 48 hours later, I still get credit for it.
Yep. So if it's you know what I'm saying, if they buying a new flat screen TV, whatever it may be, Amazon will pay you out for that. And that's just like, you know, back to what you were saying, diversifying, making ways to do it. You know, there's so many ways within YouTube that you can do it, but just outside of the platform, you know, you always just want to have something. Like recently, I got a financial advisor, like a team of people that help me like invest and do all that stuff because I just want to be smart. I got children now. Like I got to really make sure I'm building wealth and I'm not just splurging and going crazy. I want the Lambo, but I got to wait. You know what I'm saying? I got to get everything right, the real estate and all that. You know what I'm saying? So just definitely want to diversify. I always tell my clients, you know, when you start to make that YouTube money, it's going to be real easy to go spend it.
Yeah.
Boy, I mean, I went on some sprees. But what you want to do is you really want to tap into people that know about real estate, tap into all that stuff and just get into it because, like I said, you diversify that income, you'll never have to worry. Now, YouTube, it's not forever, but it can be if you do the right things while you're on the platform. Number one is investing. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's the other thing though, too, is like, I feel like, you know, I dare say that this is the best time and the easiest time to make money. And I want everybody to like, don't wait, right? Take advantage of the cash cows, the different ways to make money, because the truth of the matter is that once you make money, like you said, right, and I'm happy you said that you got a financial advisor. Once you hire the right people to show you what to do with that money, you'll be rich forever.
Yeah, oh yeah, forever.
You know what I'm saying? Because think about this, right? You know, you make 7 figures, doing YouTube. Even if you took half of that and invested in cash flowing real estate, now you own that asset forever. The tenants are paying you cash flow, and if you never post it again on YouTube,
I'll be straight.
You'll be good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's why, and back to what you're saying about just being the best time. A lot of people always ask me, when's the best time to start YouTube? You know, when's the perfect time is what they like to say. But you got to understand, man, perfection is a procrastination tool.
Ooh.
It is, man.
Wait, that's a bar. Say that one more time. Tell the people in the back.
Man, perfection is just a procrastination tool.
Wow.
I'm just like that, man. Like, I will not get on camera. I won't do nothing if I ain't got my hair cut. But sometimes I just got to bite the bullet and say, yo, y'all just gonna see me raggedy today. It don't matter, you know? But like I said, like, you just can't procrastinate. I mean, you got to get at it. Still to this day, I'm sitting, you know what I'm saying? I wake up in the morning, go take my kids downstairs, give them the cereal. I'm going to my computer. Yo, I'm about to put my voice, because I still actually have channels where my voice is on it. So I sit down and just knock it out, bang it out real quick, upload it, and let that thing go. You know what I'm saying? And now I got to the point to where I'm about to let this sauce go. I got to give it to him. I got to the point to where I basically learned a real good trick where you can actually make money from the same videos. And I say that, like, I call it the evergreen video trick. So this really only work with like faceless channels. You could do it on like where you show your face, but people gonna catch it. But like for me, like if I have a video that I already made, all I gotta do, if I know it went viral, all I gotta do is just take the video track, remove the sound, like remove the song, add a new song, add a new sub animation, re-upload that joint. Yo, thumbnail artist, I need you to make this thumbnail, make a new thumbnail, title it similar to the one that went viral, and run that play all day. Now we got a money machine.
Wow.
Yeah, man. It's so many ways, man. That's the biggest one.
Wow.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know that.
Right.
They don't. Like, I don't see anybody doing it. And I'm like, yo, like, I've been doing this forever.
Yeah.
Like, if there's a day where, you know, my wife is like, okay, babe, you know, you've been working. It's time to spend some time.
Yeah.
All right, bet, babe. Boom. Re-upload. Boom.
Yeah.
Do that.
Word.
And that's the same thing on TikTok. You know, if something went viral on TikTok, what do they tell you? Repost it.
Yeah.
Same thing, but people just not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But hey, somebody, they may hear this and may not even go do it, but I'm giving you the
procrastinate, try to be perfect.
trying to be perfect.
Yeah. And so talk like, did you grow up with money? Did you have money growing up?
So here's my background. So I grew up in a home with both my parents. You know, my mom, you know, she worked Beverly Hills designer stores, and my dad is a CPA, got his master's degree. And you know, he does taxes and everything. But just seeing my dad grow up, I mean, not seeing my dad grow up, just being in a house, you know, being in a home, just seeing my dad, like sometimes he'll go to bed at like 3 a.m. And I'll be asleep. You know what I'm saying? I used to be up playing video games, and then I'll wake up and I come downstairs and he's on the computer. And it's like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So that work ethic,
Yeah.
that's like, that's subconsciously attached to me.
Yeah.
Just seeing that. And we weren't rich, but you know, he was like middle class. We was doing pretty well.
Yeah.
You know, we was living in apartments up until I was like fifth grade.
Yeah.
And so I got to see home ownership like firsthand, you know what I'm saying? And then just like marriage too. You know what I'm saying? I got twin sisters that just graduated from Clark. So yeah, man, just seeing all of this success around me, it just motivates me to do something, you know? And although I dropped out of college and everything, I just figured it wasn't for me. I just know that I always wanted to own a business. And it's funny that I say that is because when I was working at the Massage Envy, the dean from West LA College, his son worked for me at the Massage Envy clinic. And he came in one day and he looked at me and he said, hey man, what you do? He's like, you in school? And I'm like, nah, I'm trying to get back into it. He's like, you should go to West LA. He's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I want to run my own business. I want to be a businessman. I want to be a business owner. And he said, you know, you ain't got to go to college to do that. That one bar he gave me, it stuck with me. I was like, man, because I always question myself, do I really want to be a CPA like my dad? I don't want to be in retail like my mom. Like, what am I going to do? And so after, you know, I heard that, it just all came together. And I'm like, okay, here's where we are. Yeah.
And what was that feeling for you, man, to like hit 7 figures, man? Like, cause that M, you know what I'm saying? When you hit that M, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was that feeling like?
It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of hard work. When I first hit my first 6 figures, it was like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But honestly, and this is kind of like bad, like, it's just like, okay, I need to make the next one. Like, and the next one, and the next one. So like, it's an accomplishment, but it's like, I always am just chasing things. Like, if you speak to my wife, she's going to tell you like, my work ethic crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I could hire people to do it for me, but sometimes I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to get to it.
Yeah.
So it's just like always that, you know, wanting more and more and more. And it's not that I don't have any fulfillment, you know, Lord Jesus Christ, you know, I'm saved. So I'm fulfilled. But when it come to like, you know, just like the money aspect, it's a game to me, bro. Like the views, everything, analytics, all that stuff is just a game to me.
Yeah.
I do it to just see the result.
Yeah.
And then I go run and teach people with it.
Yeah.
So that's really what it was about.
Yo, listen, y'all, look, when y'all watch this, go to ashcashtv.com. Y'all gonna see, I got like 5, I think I'm close to 6,000 subscribers, but we gonna work.
Oh, he gonna be at 1 million.
Yeah, we need that, bro. We need that.
Facts.
You know, tell you know, what has been the most extravagant thing you've done with money so far?
The most extravagant? I would say buying my first home, building it from the ground up. That just was like, you know, putting my kids in the home, seeing them run around every day, like in that big home, like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, we were always looking for homes, but we just didn't know where we wanted to be at. LA is crazy. Like, cause the amount of money I spent out here in LA, bruh, nah, just ain't worth it. And, you know, just being out here, seeing all the Black excellence, man, I just was like, yo, I got to tap in. And so just buying my first home, man, that was crazy to put that amount down. I got it on an entrepreneur loan too. So
I already know.
they was giving me, bro, they was trying to Beat me down for that 10, for that 10%.
Right.
As soon as I said, okay, look, I just put 20. I put 20.
Right.
Okay, I ain't even hear nothing from him. I got the closing table. Oh, I ain't got to verify nothing. Yeah, I got to check my bank statements.
Right.
Nothing. Just go.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's got to be the most extravagant thing. But what's funny is the next day after I closed on my home, I went to Range Rover in Buckhead. I got there, and it was literally like December 30th, the close of the home, December 31st, went and bought a Range. So I think that's like the most extravagant if it come to like materialism. But me and my wife just went on our 5-year anniversary trip to Cabo and did it up. Like pool, private pool room, all that. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Lavish, man. She really enjoyed it. Off of YouTube. Like,
over YouTube channel.
And I'm sitting on the boat, because we was on the boat just like, you know, catching the vibes, watching whales on Lovers Beach. And I'm looking at my channel still going up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, this is crazy.
Man.
And so, yeah, man, just the freedom.
Yeah.
The freedom that YouTube provides is crazy. This literally the biggest opportunity is to be on social media right now. 100%. Like, it's too many ways. Too many ways.
And that's the thing. I mean, especially for somebody like me, I think for me, like, the biggest thing is, like, that's my priority. That's why I'm so serious that, you know, I need to build up my YouTube, because not only do I have a message, right? Like, and I know people, you know, want the message. I know there's millions of people, like you said, there's so many people that don't even have a clue who Ash Cash is. But there's millions of people that I know need the message. And so my number one thing is, how do I, you know, as Myron Golden would say, how do I make myself findable for the people who actually want my message? You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, that's sort of like the number one thing. And I agree with you, because, you know, while, you know, I mean, COVID specifically, you know, enhanced social media so much, right? Because, you know, prior to COVID, there were a certain percentage of people who were like, I never do social media. Now you take everybody, you lock them in a house. Now, you know, so somebody's grandmother right now is doing TikTok videos.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
like going crazy. And that's another thing too about the pandemic. Just to speak on that, nothing changed. Pandemic came, we moved 2 times in the pandemic. Nothing changed. Still living the same life. All we had to do was wear masks.
100%.
It didn't touch YouTube. It didn't. Everything was still booming. And so, like I said, man, it's just that freedom and just that power of understanding that you can turn your content into currency. Like, that's powerful. Like, there's no other place. You know, and I mean, TikTok is they trying to do their thing, and Facebook is doing their thing, but man, YouTube is different. It's different, especially when you master it. It's crazy.
Not 100%. And so, what would you say is the most impactful thing you've done with money so far?
Most impactful? I honestly really haven't done anything that I really want. Like, I saw the whole Circle of CEOs do the grocery store thing, and me and my brother was trying to do that. We haven't done it yet, but I really want to do that. So that would be something impactful that I want to do. It's just to go and give back that way. But I have not done that yet, unfortunately.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
No, you good. You good. That mean, now that people see it, at some point we gonna have to, you know, make sure we add some impact. You know what I'm saying? And so now, you know, David is where he is right now. You know, 7-figure earner. You know, really, you know, father, husband. You know, doing all these things. If he could go back to his 18-year-old self, what advice are you giving young David Omari?
Number one, like, off the rip, I would go back to 16-year-old David and tell him, like, do YouTube, like, beat it in me. Like, if I had all of my knowledge that I have right now when I was 18, bruh, it'd be crazy. Like, I'd be on another level. So I would just literally tell myself to really take social media serious. Quit that little rap career. You thought you was gonna be a rapper. Don't do that. Go straight to YouTube. That's what I really would tell my 18-year-old self, because I really thought I was gonna be like the next Lil Wayne or something. You know what I'm saying? That's something I really would focus on.
No, I love it. And so right now, somebody's watching. You know, we have a lot of, you know, high earners who work a 9-to-5, who are trying to figure out, you know, how to start their business, right? And we know the more visibility you have with your business, the better. The more, you know, your business can thrive. And so for that 9-to-5er who's you know at work, but then wants to have that business they want to start, what advice would you give them?
So what I did is when I got off work, I went straight into doing it.
Yeah.
So what I would say is if you are at work and you really want to do this YouTube thing, what you can do is, you know, YouTube has a way for you to schedule your videos out. So on your off day, if you really just didn't want to come home after work and just get to it, what you can do is you can make 7 videos in one day on your off day. It may take you a couple hours, especially if you're doing it faceless. Knock those videos out. Once you knock those videos out, schedule them to upload. Like, that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, if you're working a 9-to-5 and you just really want to get out of that, you have to get your content out there. You got to start posting videos every single day.
Yeah.
The more views you get, the more money you make. And I'll explain that because a lot of people don't understand how do you actually make money from YouTube. So Google bought YouTube a while ago. And so when Google bought YouTube, it gave us the, you know, ability to monetize it with AdSense. And so you have a CPM number and an RPM number. The CPM number is generally bigger, but that's not what you take. You're going to take
And
the
what does
RPM.
CPM stand for?
So cost per milli.
Yeah.
It's in French, cost per milestone. And the RPM is the same, revenue per milestone. And so let's just say you have a number, like the average number is either from $3 to $7, but it depends on what audience you're targeting. So let's just go to like a video like this that we're doing right now. This will probably have a higher RPM because it's targeting people who want to learn how to make money online and who want to learn just how to, you know, build wealth and do all that stuff, right? So it's going to target adults. So they're going to get those ads. It's talking about, hey, go buy my course. They're going to see the Lamborghini man. And you know what I'm saying? They're going to see all of that because it's targeting that type of, you know, it's targeting that type of audience. And because it's targeting that type of audience, you probably get a RPM of like $15 to $20, right? But let's just go back to the basics. Let's just say you're doing regular vlog content, so your RPM is $10. If you get 1,000 views, for every 1,000 views you get, you'll make $10. Let's just say you get 1 million views. That's $1,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so if you keep, or not, I don't think that's $1,000. I think that's $10,000. I may be wrong. Y'all can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, man. They gotta get that engagement. So,
Right.
yeah. So, when you're adding those numbers up, if you just look at it from that, you know, standpoint, from that RPM number, you can kind of see like, okay, I need to do this, this, and this to get this amount of views so I can make this amount of money. It's really not that difficult.
Yeah.
Just understanding like how YouTube actually pays you.
Yeah.
And that's just one of the ways.
No, I love it. And matter of fact, you gonna title this interview?
I was gonna ask you that.
That's what we gonna do. As you talking, I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
we gonna have David title his
Tags
own
and everything.
Right?
Description,
you gonna title
everything.
your own joint, and we gonna run this up. So,
Yep.
yo, I bet. So let's do our lightning round real quick. And so with our lightning round, we take phrases, bank terms, and then we flip them inside the vault. The first term we're gonna say is deposit slip. Deposit slip, you walk into the bank, you write, put money inside the bank. But for us here, deposit slip is a slip up, a money mistake, right? What would you say has been your biggest deposit slip that you've made so far? The biggest money mistake you've made?
The biggest money mistake I would say with YouTube is buying a channel that I thought was established and it just flopping. Like audience, I was lied to. I was told the audience was organic and it was in a certain niche. It wasn't. That was the biggest slip up. It wasn't, it wasn't a lot of money now, but like back then, it's like from me literally like buying a channel thinking that it was going to be something and it wasn't. It was like $5,000 for the channel and I put all of it in there and literally the channel never did anything. So that was my biggest slip up.
All right, cool. And then matter of fact, before we even go, right, tell the people about your program. 'Cause I know you have a program coming up. And where can the people find you?
So number one, you guys could just text YTA to 74121, or you guys can get at me at ytgameplan.com or youtubegameplan.com. And if you just want to go for the master, you want to be a master at YouTube, you want to learn every single thing that got me to that 7-figure mark, go to davidamaricourse.com and I'm going to tap in with y'all there.
And what's your Instagram?
Ooh. My Instagram, David Amari K. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, man. Ask me any questions. I'll respond to every single DM. All right, tap in with me. I also got some free gems on the page. So David Amari K is my Instagram. Go check it out.
My bro, I appreciate you. I'm going to tap in. Yo, y'all see where y'all heard it first. We about to take the Ashcast TV and Inside the Vault to 1 million subscribers. It's up and it's stuck. I appreciate y'all for tapping into another awesome episode of Inside the Vault with Ash Cash. Make sure you visit our website, InsideTheVaultShow.com. Follow us on all social media platforms at Inside the Vault. Me, I am Ash Cash. Make sure you visit me, IamAshCash.com. Follow me on all social media platforms at I am Ash Cash. I'll see you next time, same place, in God's will. All right, y'all. Peace.
Oh yeah. You want Ash Cash, you